Welcome back to the shadows that run alongside our car. We'll get right back into this story, shall we? This time we're going to see the road through the eyes of Shelby. Got it. I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird, sitting on this side of the car. My stomach's been feeling off for a while and I just can't drive. So I've handed my keys over to this stranger. It's the worst that could happen, right? I stare out the window, watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. It's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like filling it. It's so stuffy in the car. Reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Well, who knows? Maybe they would. Fair enough. A slight breeze feels good against my neck. This guy looks like he wants to say something. So, guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name, anyway? Alright, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... Shelby? Shelby. I'd like to officially meet you then, Shelby. My name's... Dustin. Okay. He looks dissatisfied. How is he expecting me to react? It's not like I really care, but somehow he doesn't look very much like a Dustin. I continue staring out the window. The sky is so red. Normally I'd think it was pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after dark. I remember that all too well. I better not think about that, so I decide to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh. You look surprised. Guess I haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You know, this and that. Never really settled into one thing in particular. Ah, what does that mean? Oh, okay, so we can comment on his route's choices. I like that. Wonder if he's gonna give us the better choices that he made, and we get to comment on all of the choices. Whatever. It's not like I actually care. I just wanted to pass the time. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah. Well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though. He's the only one who ever drove it. After Dad got that 3rd DUI, his license was revoked. Yeah. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. Which is well anyway. Sometimes he'd leave the car somewhere and forget where. Ah, guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. Feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm on the outside looking in. I'm really that callous. The apocalypse is just giving me more perspective, maybe. I mean, living with someone like that, and feel like you have a right to look at it that way, because you survived some serious shit, put up with a lot from someone who's supposed to care for you. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already. Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Still. Do you think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. Reach toward the console and turn the radio dial in one direction. I think that's static. Sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a sec, go back down. What did he hear exactly? Couldn't really be something there, could there? Simply rotate the knob back the other way. Wait! There it is. Think? Oh yeah. Is that mariachi? Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe all the music that could be playing. This is what we get? What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on a highway to hell in the dark, and mariachi is the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns in the tracks are completely ridiculous right now. Actually dying. The dulcet tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? All the music now would be left. Man. It takes you a minute to settle down, but then... Wait, isn't this the same song again? It's probably on an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Typical. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie would even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd left the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures toward the console. 101.7 is now the Infinite Loop Mariachi radio station. What are you into, anyway? Music-wise? I really like Alanis Morissette. Top 40 hits, that sort of thing. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore my musical tastes or anything. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. I'm sure working in retail you have been exposed to the generic store soundtrack 127. Will you judge me if I said I actually haven't heard of them? No, but that might be for the best. He doesn't have to know that I unironically like baby metal. Aha. Something stones glass houses. What do you listen to, then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but... Well, you'd probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. Oh my god. I can't keep a straight face. I lose it. Everything is just too much. I feel kind of sullen. I'm sorry, Dustin. I'm not that sorry. Told you. No, it's fine. The music's catchy. I managed to get these words out. This laughing's making my stomach hurt more, damn it. My parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Eesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. What kind of reaction is that? Oh, whoa, you look so young, or anything like that? I wonder how old Dustin is, anyway. This music is kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. It's clearly in his 30s, I think. That'd be a safe bet. Which is why he reacted so strongly to... 22, she's just a kid. Yeah. 22, you are pretty much just a kid. Still. Even if you hit 18 and you're suddenly expected to do all of the adulting things. Like a stringent adult without being taught any of them, you're just expected to learn and catch on and be adult now. Yeah, 22, it's still really young. It's quite kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? Happy and stuff? You should be happy to have it. Sure, an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. Purposefully reaches over and shuts off the radio. Eh. He's got a surprisingly immature side to him, too. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Ah. was. Why do you have to ruin the mood like that? It's getting dark, huh? Oh, I think that's what she actually did, and Dustin sighed. The sun sets so late in the summer. But surprised we still have any light at all this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. It's a bit like a dying fire. It sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. It's silent again for a little while, but it doesn't last. So you never really told me what it is that you do. It doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, what do you like to do? Or what did you do? For everything. Like to do, huh? Turn my eyes to the windows, I think on my life. Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have the time for much other than that. Wake up, shower, go to work. Lunch break, back to work. Get off work, eat dinner. Watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. Then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That's about it. After leading such a boring life, I ended up here. I'm not even gonna go out with a bang. Death's gonna be just as dull as my life. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? Work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. Just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? That's deep. Actually, exactly how I feel about it, too. Surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or a bad person. We're gonna die anyway. So what about you? Sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA? I used to travel a lot. Looking for work and stuff. Suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Do you backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? Well, whatever. It sounds really cliche. Not really. It sort of suits you. Oh. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. Just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It gets to be a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? I used to wish for that too. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. Now I'm not. Can't say whether that's really a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. It felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. God, why did all this have to happen? Still feeling nauseous? Damn, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing me even more trouble, though. Oh, yeah. It's gotten a little better, but... Anyway, move my hand away from my stomach. Like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. Wait, as long as I feel that pain, I know I'm still alive. It was morbid as hell. What's wrong with me? I'm just exhausted. Doesn't help things. You know how it is. Think we should stop and rest? I glanced at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. Barely have a quarter of a tank left as is. Like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Well, onward it is then. Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. It hurts now. I think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. It's saying a lot. considering what I have to go through every month. Deserve this, don't I? Shouldn't feel bad about it. Brought it on myself. That mean? You don't? Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How do we make it this far? Is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? And when I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Ah. As I start to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear Dustin's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. I stopped to wonder what my own life was worth. It's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here. That's what matters. Despite it all, we're here and we're safe. How and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. The first couple of months, I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then I couldn't ignore it anymore. Then Dad. How do I even begin to explain? Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want, but your old man. What happened? My dad? I killed him. I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran like hell. Huh. So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. Wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. It so happened that that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? It's pretty pathetic, huh? So was my dad. Oof. So am I. Here it is. In the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now. Guilt. I stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? It hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Hey. Feel a sudden warmth on the top of my hand. Hesitant at first, but then steady. Dustin's hand rests on top of mine. Feels alien somehow. Flinch. I don't think I'm used to comfort, but I know he means well. Probably. We're still here. Just remember that. Till that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. While we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. If you didn't get on with him, but it must be hard. Losing someone that close to you. Wow, where do I even start? Ah, white lie? White lie. It's probably better not to. Doesn't need to know about all my baggage. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast, I'm still trying to come to terms with it. Ah. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. Is anyone else still out there? What if they're stuck out there like this? Wonder if we'll ever know. So I just remembered something pretty funny. Uh-oh. Bad end. My stomach is burning. I feel so cold. I'd be burning and freezing at the same time. Brain feels foggy. It's like I'm feverish. Dig my fingers into the wound. Pain will keep me conscious. I feel nothing but hunger. So hungry. A few weeks ago I was running down this alley and I saw this old poster, right? Real beat up, weathered thing. Scribbled on the corner of it. Dustin's voice just makes me feel hungrier. Please, stop talking. I'm feeling less and less like myself. Hey, are you sure you're really feeling alright? No, I'm not. Don't worry. It'll all be over soon. Shelby? Shelby? I slowly turned my head towards Dustin and licked my lips in anticipation. That's even more morbid from Shelby's perspective. Holy shit. Wow. That... I did not expect that we'd be getting the bad ending on the first go. Alright, let's dive right back in then. Let's change our choices. That was weird. Doesn't sound like he really wants to talk about it. I wonder what his job really was. Maybe he was a trash collector. It does look kinda dirty. Well, I shouldn't be rude. Not much of a catch myself. Oh, pleasant outcome. I think we paused before? Let's immediately change the subject. It's getting dark, huh? Sun sets so late in the summer. Sure does. Yeah, in hindsight, I think we did immediately change the subject on Dustin's side. This one surprised me. He just tried to sound cool. Whatever. Moving on. In that regard, Dustin's hand envelops mine and I feel comforted. Safe. You're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. I was gonna say, if thinking what he said was deep, what's the bad choice? Maybe there's just something to be said about embracing death in that option instead of dismissing it. Clinging to life, maybe? Might be reaching, but just see what happens. Now, he told a white lie before. Let's be honest. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with Dustin. Even though I barely know him, I trust him. Somehow. Mouth opens all on its own and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. Then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. Makes me feel like a monster to admit all this to someone else. It really does. That's the truth. Wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. That's right. Know that I'm only human, not a monster. Not yet, anyway. Wonder if we'll ever know. Dustin, I can't go on like this. I'm just keeping it to myself. Hey, Dustin. Something I need to tell you. I touch my stomach lightly with the palm of my hand. Searing pain reminds me that I'm no longer entirely human. I gave up my humanity when I killed my dad. I should have said something before. I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. I didn't even hesitate. I swung that baseball bat as hard as I could. Then he bit me in the stomach as a parting gift as he crumpled to the ground. Oh. Even in death, Dad still found some way to screw me over. Oh no. Hey, stop. It's okay. I always blamed Dad for Mom leaving us. He was selfish. He was an asshole. It was this. It was that. Just look at me. I've put Dustin's life in danger. I've lied to him since the day we met. I'm my father's daughter. Oh no. But I just keep calm, alright? I don't even really know how this all works, so maybe there's a way. I'm so sorry. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. Mostly just feel cold, hungry. Not even sure if that has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this... I looked down at my stomach. I think I just imagined it. Wish I was dreaming right now. Wish this wasn't reality. Wish I was dead. Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes. Monkey's paw, right? Guess sitting in a car beats having customers my manager yell at me. Silver lining. Psh, retail? It's as bad as zombies. Worse, probably. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on this road for a while. While, huh? Well, a rest does sound nice. Just had to get up so early for work. Not used to being up this late. Starting to feel really sleepy. Yeah, right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? Mind flashes to the baseball bat still in my trunk. No, I won't think about that right now. Of course. But hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there at any rate. Yeah. Maybe there'll even be a station that plays both Alanis and ABBA. Maybe I've been running ever since Mom left. Never looked back, just kept going. So all I could do to keep from falling apart. Dustin and I, both done enough. Both gotten farther than I ever thought possible. Notice that the fuel gauge light is on, but I feel strangely at peace. I close my eyes, smiling as my consciousness already starts to drift. Wherever this road goes, whatever lies at the end of it, we lived. Proof of that will remain, no matter what. So for now, let's just keep going forward. Huh? Not gonna lie, I honestly think I really like Shelby's route a lot more. I feel like I played this in the right order. Where we played Dustin's perspective, trying to relate to her without truly knowing her, and then seeing her perspective, everything she went through. It's the right way to do this, I think. Anyways, we gotta try and get the middle ground ending then. For completion's sake. Do half and half with our choices. Guilt is really getting to me now. I have to say something. I'm interrupted by the sound of the engine giving out. Heard this sound before. We're out of gas. Damn, the fuel gauge light even come on? I didn't even notice. The engine cuts out and the car just rolls along until it completely stops. Boy, I would have pushed it to the nearest gas station, but now... Well, it's the end of the line, isn't it? I really thought the gas would last a little longer than that. Bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? Bought this car used after all. It's cost efficient, but not so much fuel efficient. Wonder how far the next gas station is. Too far. Be nice if there were some signs around here or something. Can't believe we've gone this long without seeing any. And if there were, it's not like we could have seen them. It's gotten so dark, without the streetlights. My stomach feels like it's on fire. I don't think I have much time left. Hey, how fast do you think you can run? About average, I guess. Do you reckon we should? I touch my stomach. That hole isn't ever gonna heal over, is it? This really is it. Oh no. I don't know if there's a point. Even if Dustin was an Olympic sprinter, I don't think he'd be able to make it. Not forever. Not me, then someone else would just... Maybe not. It's too damn dark anyhow. In all likelihood, one of us would probably trip and fall. Pretty sad to make it this far just to die from a busted up face. Huh. He can crack jokes because he has no idea. Knowing that just makes me feel like crap. Can't see anything now. Yeah, good. Like there's nothing we can do until the sun rises. Guess we're crashing here tonight then, huh? Wasting one. Could be worse anyway. At least the air smells nice. Yeah. I closed my eyes, feeling the throbbing of my wound. I didn't know how long it'd take. How long will I be able to go on? Wish I'd done more than work. Wish I'd paid more attention to the news. For now, all I can do is rest. I've run far enough. Well, good night then. Sunlight is completely extinguished. Nothing but darkness on the endless stretch of land ahead. And that's it. Out of gas. I feel like if I had to title each of the 3 endings, I'd say Out of Time is the worst, where we've run out of gas and Shelby runs out of time. Middle of the road ending, just out of gas, where our journey ends. And Shelby's still human, but who knows how much longer. And the best ending I'd call The Road Goes On. The journey continues. There's still hope of something at the end of the line, waiting for them. Still hope of saving her. Some way. Still hope that there's something out there that hasn't been turned or destroyed. Hope is important. Hope is precious. So, that's gonna be the end. The shadows that run alongside our car. Which is less about a zombie apocalypse and more about really people who've always been struggling to find a place in the world. It never ends. I apologies, I don't know where that description got away from me there a little bit. But it's less about the zombie apocalypse and more about the people and their journey. Deeply personal story. Deeply emotional, too. That in mind, thank you once again for watching. I'll see you next time. Whatever happens in your life, however close the shadows are getting to overwhelming you, don't give up. Just keep on moving forward. As long as you keep on moving, doesn't matter if you're running, walking, just taking a step every now and then. As long as you keep on moving, to any degree, there will always be hope. However faint, however far off, there will always be hope. Stay strong. Take care of yourselves.